Welcome to Sketch Picks and Chill. I'm your host, Mr. Chill.
And I'm Pixie.
Today is day 6 of the Funko Pop Marvel Advent Calendar. Let's open the day 6 box to find out which Marvel character we're going to draw.
And today we have
Loki.
Thor's brother.
That's absolutely right. I briefly mentioned Loki on day 4 when we drew Thor. Do you remember what Loki is the god of?
Trickery and mischief.
Trickery and mischief. Sounds like a fun guy.
I like his costume. He has a funny helmet.
I concur. Loki does indeed have a funny helmet. Look at those silly, comically oversized horns. He's dressed in bright colors of green, yellow, and gold. He's got a frilly yellow collar. His whole outfit is hilariously over the top. He reminds me of one of those medieval court jesters. This version of Loki made his first appearance in Journey into Mystery number 85, published in 1962. Although, there is an older version of Loki that appears in Venus number 6, published in 1949. He was, of course, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
He's a bad guy, right?
You betcha. Loki is jealous of his brother Thor. It's this jealousy that leads him to become evil.
Why is Loki so jealous of Thor?
Well, you see, Pixie, Loki was actually adopted by Odin. Loki's birth father was the evil king of the frost giants. Loki was left orphaned after Odin defeated the frost giants in battle, but Odin was merciful and took Loki in to raise as his own. Loki and Thor grew up together as brothers in Asgard. Loki felt that Odin gave more love and affection to Thor, and this is what led to his jealousy.
He is pretty short for a frost giant.
He might not be as large as the other frost giants, but he does have their strength, speed, and durability. On top of that, Loki spends his early years mastering the science and magic of Asgard. The strength of a frost giant coupled with the magical powers of Asgard combine to make Loki a very formidable adversary.
What would Loki do if he defeated Thor?
If Loki defeated Thor, he would take the throne of Asgard for himself. In the comics and in the movies, Loki frequently attempts to take the throne. Sometimes, he even succeeds.
And Loki gets to sit on the throne?
Briefly, but Loki never gets to keep the throne.
The good guys always win in the end.
Yes, ma'am. Loki may win the throne from time to time, but his victories are always short-lived. I wanted to illustrate one of Loki's fleeting victories in today's drawing.
He looks so small on the throne.
Exactly. Whenever I see Loki sitting on the throne of Asgard, I'm reminded of a little boy playing dress-up in his father's clothes. The boy may dress like an adult and imitate the way an adult walks and talks, but he's still just a little boy. No matter how hard the little boy pretends, his father's shoes are just too big to fill.
I bet Odin has big shoes to fill.
Odin has a big throne to fill, and Loki has always been too small to fill it. Literally and figuratively. So that's the idea I wanted to get across in today's drawing. Loki is sitting on the throne, but he looks like a child playing dress-up. He may take himself very seriously, but to everyone else, he just looks silly because his father's throne is several sizes too large.
I like the sketches.
Thank you, Pixie. In this first sketch, I have Loki lying on one side. The throne is too big for him, so he's trying to fill the space as best he can. Having his arms closed like this makes him appear more closed off than I would like, and it hides too much of his costume. In this second sketch, his hand is on his knee. This opens up our view of his costume, but it's still not quite what I want. In this third sketch, I have him resting his head in his hand. He's trying to seem calm and nonchalant, even though he's probably pretty psyched about sitting on the throne. But I bet I could do something even better with the hand on his knee. In our fourth sketch, I have that hand gesturing upwards as if to say, "Ta-da! I'm Loki. I have the throne now, but it's no big deal." Here are some tighter sketches where we play around with his pose a bit. When we turn his head to the side, we get a good look at that ponytail.
OMG, I love his ponytail.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. How about this bottom sketch, though?
Ooh, he looks sassy.
Yeah, Loki is a sassy boy. He's the god of trickery and mischief. I really wanted to show Loki's mischievous side with this pose on Odin's golden throne.
Is the throne totally made out of gold?
It sure is. The throne and Loki's helmet and vest are made out of gold. I relied on half-tone dots to give the gold its sparkle. For our color scheme, I restricted myself to green, yellow, gold, and white. I tried to use orange for gold, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, so I replaced it with yellow. I made the background green to really make that throne stand out.
It's done! It looks great!
Why, thank you, Pixie. I had a lot of fun drawing it. I hope you and everybody watching at home had a lot of fun learning about Marvel's trickiest villain.
Who are we gonna do for day 7?
We're drawing a villain who makes his first appearance in Spider-Man.
Which villain?
Let's just say it's someone Spider-Man was very close to. You might even say they had a symbiotic relationship.
Ooh, I think I know who it is.
Well, let's not spoil the surprise. Our audience will have to wait until tomorrow to see who it is. And before we go, we have to remind our viewers to...
Hit like and subscribe.
Hit like and subscribe. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by.
Adios, amigos.
See you later.